time on the play.
Tanner starting to break a sweat after those 3 fouls in the first half.
Little high ball screen, two-man game. Horford had a look. Puts it back out to Ramon. And rebounded by the United States.
There's a good example of versatility. Durant rebounds the basketball, and he's the one that pushes it.
Chandler thought he was tipping out to a teammate. Iguodala has been all over the court at both ends and has been very efficient offensively tonight, Frank.
Well, he has, and then take a look at Westbrook. He gets inside, feeds it Tyson Chandler, a guy that really used the 2010 World Championships as a springboard to 2 outstanding seasons for the Mavericks and the Knicks.
Off the steal, here's Harden, a 3-on-1. Throws it up, Durant with the flush.
You don't really need a point guard, Mark, when you can get out that quickly in transition and have this many guys that handle the basketball.
Martinez on the perimeter. Aslan, nice feed inside, and Chandler with the block. There's the defensive anchor of the team. The reigning NBA Defensive Player of the Year gets it done on offense. Great feed by Iguodala. And John Calipari is going to call another Dominican Republic timeout. A 13-1 run makes it a 35-point advantage.
And we talk about a little bit of sloppiness coming out of the gate early for Team USA. Dominican Republic has just been through 2 weeks of a tournament in Caracas. Maybe the legs are going, but I'm not sure it would matter, Mark, because these guys are out and they are flying.
Timeout on the floor with 2:59 to go in the third quarter of play. You know, the marriage between Coach Mike Krzyzewski and Jerry Colangelo has been a perfect one, dating back to when Coach K was named the head coach in 2005. Their first competition didn't quite work out the way they wanted to. The 2006 World Championships, a little bit of a speed bump, losing to Greece 101-95. But since that point, they put together a 49-1 record. 3 gold medals in the FIBA Americas 2008 and 2010 Olympics and World Championships.
And I thought the loss to Greece in 2006 was a great eye-opener for Team USA and Coach K. Remember, they struggled with the pick and roll. You had guys that Coach K, he actually embarrassed the Greek team by not knowing their names. It was a great wake-up call because Team USA was supposed to roll through that World Championships. They did not, but they've won 37 in a row since.
And only one team has come close. Look at Silas Spanoulis, formerly of the Houston Rockets.
Yep.
San Antonio Spurs, big part of Greece's victory over the United States. But in the rematch in the Olympics, it was all USA. They won by, I want to say, 22 points in that game. And there were a lot of concerns about the height, the length of the Greece team. They were blown out by Team USA.
Oh, great pressure.
By this kind of pressure. Westbrook.
That ball hit the shot clock, Mark, so it's a violation, but you saw the defensive pressure of Russell Westbrook. Take a look, the harassment. You can get 2 to 5 in New York for that kind of harassment. And that ball will hit the shot clock.
Whistle dead ball, and Dominican Republic ball coming back the other way. Westbrook.
Yep.
Just suffocating defense. Iguodala. Wow.
Check out the bench. Every one of those guys is up right now. This is the camaraderie we talked about.
And that's going to be an offensive foul against the Dominican Republic.
Mike Krzyzewski told me this spring, he said, Russell Westbrook is one of my favorite players because he's a fearless competitor. And you saw glimpses of it on those last couple possessions.
Friend, I know you said Brazil has a couple of talented point guards that handle it pretty well. Spain Rubio's out. I mean, how do other teams fare against this kind of backcourt pressure?
Well, here's the deal. As a coach, the way to eliminate size is to make sure the ball never gets to size. And the way you do that is with pickup.
Iguodala.
Exactly. But you want to pick the ball up as far out on the court as you can and harass the guard play so it's not easy to throw it into the Gasols, into Serge Ibaka. And that's what you'll see from this team. Look at this.
Wow, Russell Westbrook almost picking Ramon's pocket again. You know, I harken back to that 2010 World Championship team. One of the indelible images was created in the first quarter. Eric Gordon, then a member of USA Basketball and Team USA in that game, the first quarter against Turkey. He was part of a group that caused 3 shot clock violations by Turkey. They couldn't get into their offense because of the ball pressure.
And I think a lot of that is the pride that this team takes. And, you know, Eric Gordon, I enjoy watching him play. He had a very injury